Greetings, sacred beings of infinite light, warriors of the new earth, rising up for the arrival. It is 11:22 Eastern Time, and we had another day of intense waves coming through this galactic activation portal. I've been feeling for the last 4 or 5 hours, since around 6:30, a major pulsing energy in my brain, skull, crown. These crown activations, the crowning energy of sovereignty, of awakening, of activation. Many are feeling this now. Yesterday it was an intense fire in the belly, the lower dantian, through the sacral, the solar, and the root, the trinity. Today it was more through the higher heart, the third eye, sky eye, and the crown. The energies are moving up and out through the sacred Ankh, the sacred cross that is assisting us through this great ascension, through this great awakening. So we keep anchoring in the codes and the energies into our sacred portals. Today I went to multiple portals on a journey with my La Familia to 7 waterfalls, and I'll tell this several stories at the end of today's transmissions. And we have some powerful transmissions today, like most days. We had a 13 hertz resonance on the Schumann charts, 13 with the divine goddess, but in Gaia time it was 1313, the sacred portal to the queen, to the great condor. And today, looking at the earthquakes around Pachamama, these powerful activations, we had 102 earthquakes M1.5 or greater, the greatest 6.5, which was 6 hours ago, and the mid-Atlantic ridge, 6.5, and that was right when I started feeling this pulsing, this pressure pulsing in the skull, the upper dantian, and this was the Atlantean energy connected with the divine masculine, the great eagle of the north, what I call the white gold eagle, which is part of my final mission of 3D, of the eagle flying with the condor. And this was right by the the equator at, almost right on the equator at 0.87 latitude, negative 29.705 longitude, and it was at 2120 UTC, and the 6.5 with the 11 energy. The 1111 just came through before this recording. And looking at the map of all the earthquakes, we see most of the earthquakes today around the Ring of Fire, and most of them around the left and the right, the east and the west of the Ring of Fire. And there is one powerful in the north, in the crown, at Adrianoff Islands of the Aleutian Islands, in between Alaska and Russia, 51.485 latitude, 178.409 longitude, and that was a 4.3 at 1120. And earlier today, we had a 4.5 in Malawi, Africa, right by Mozambique. And what's interesting about Malawi is almost a third of the whole country is a Lake Malawi, or Lake Nyasa. So we had a 4.6 in Japan, 4.0 Afghanistan, 3.0 Puerto Rico, Brazil, sacred portal right on the coast of Brazil and the Atlantic Ocean by Salvador. The Brazilian highlands, we had a 4.6 at 10:44 UTC, the 144 code, which has been coming in all day, every day, which we'll touch on later in the transmissions. We had a 4.6 in Indonesia, 5.1 in New Zealand, again in the Bay of Plenty with the abundance codes. We had the Philippines, 5.1, the sacred portal in Argentina, a 4.4 in the foothills of the sacred Andes, where our most beloved sacred condor flies high. And we also had a powerful earthquake today in the sacred portal of Turkmenistan, right in the Caspian Sea, right on the coast And this was at 4.5 with the 9 code, 2035 UTC. And what's interesting, the Caspian Sea, it says sacred portal, is one of the world's largest inland bodies of water, the world's largest lake or full-fledged sea, and it's about the third of the salinity of most seawater, most oceans, and it's located in between Europe and Asia. And the word Caspian comes from the name of Caspi, an ancient people that lived in that area, Transcaucasia, or what we would call the Caucasus. That's where the word Caucasian came from. Didn't mean white or light skin. If you look up the original meaning of Caucasian or Caucasoid, oid means resemble something. They name people based on the features of their physical vessel, based on the region they lived in, and the region was called the Caucasus. So we see, if you look up the original meaning, Caucasian, it was from light to dark skin, many colors. And there was, if you look up this tiger energy, used to exist Caspian tigers. And these amazing tigers, the Caspian tigers, went extinct in the wild in the 1970s. We also see Caspian was from the Highlander. You look it up, and then Prince Caspian from the novels of Narnia. The Prince Caspian, The Return to Narnia from C.S. Lewis, printed in 1951, or published in 1951, I should say. So we have a lot of synchronicities with this area of around the Caspian Sea and these sacred portals, just like in the Chronicles of Narnia, the sacred portal that took the children into that other timeline, the separate timeline, and then the lion energy with this Lyran energy, and the king of Narnia, which is like the king of kings, or the lion king, which means many things, but one living from the heart, loving your people, loving all beings. That is the Christos, the king of the Jews, the king of Judea, the king of the New Jerusalem, which is all living beings living from their heart, being connected to all things in all timelines, all dimensions, all realms, and living from that center, feeling and experiencing our connection to all things. Let us get into the transmissions today from Divine Sister of the Light, Elaine DeGiorgio, the Blue Ray, Shiva, Twin Flames, the Blue Eagle, and the Blue Dragon energy message. I have sat in meditation in the sacred I Am, presence with Heru, and his vibrations and aspects in my higher self, connecting now with the vibrations of Sirius A, B, and C. The blue energy, the blue flame is abundant at this time. I connect with the Blue Dragon energy and the Blue Eagle and the Blue Lodge, Sirius A. I also connect with the energy and vibration of my beloved and the vibration of the Lord of the Blue Ray, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva tells me at this time that many ascending souls are truly balancing. Now alignments are taking place, and many ascended twin flames will have connected and will be aligned energetically and vibrationally in order that they fulfill the divine plan of humanity healing and bringing forth the love energy to this, your Gaia. The Blue Dragon energy I was receiving, the following whom I have received before in this lifetime as the dragon energy that I connected with, a intelligence. I was given a name, but going deeper, I received the following information. Blue Dragon, Syrian, Azurite, Aquarii, hybrid races are fully Christaic, Blue, Hominid, Aquarii, Bird Guardian line that carry the full 48-strand Aquarii DNA codes that are the antidote to the fallen Aquarii dragon race mutation. The Aquarii blue dragons are Aquarii Eka avatars from the adjacent Akasha Christaic territories who cross through the hubs to incarnate in our Veka Sirius C for the Azurite hybridization 1 billion YA to help regenesis of their fallen Aquarii dragon cousins. The Maja Ka Dragayun blue dragons, also known as the blue genies or the blue jinn, are the first of the 3 aura races commissioned to Eartha USG-3 550 MYA to serve as the evolutionary safety net in the event that the Amenti rescue mission failed. Aquare Elohai, Seraphi, Syrian, and Rata Jen, hominid, albino, aquatic mammal, whitewater genies, jinn, Aquarii, Leadora, Rama, Syrian, are 3 of the 12 Aquarii Aurora races. I have been connected with the 1111 Stargate Portal of Love, and as I was doing this, I was connecting with the loving energy of Lemuria and Mu, connecting now with the diamond white flame. I connect now with the Ascension Temple of Luxor, with the vibration of my beloved Serapis, and link that through the timeline to Lemuria and Mu. I want to link the diamond grid now with the diamond waters of Lemuria, the diamond temple overseeing the diamond flame, overlighting the diamond frequency, and now bringing that forth into this timeline. We have anchored this flame in the great central sun, and we have done this as we have upgraded all the divine rays coming out of the great central sun, crystalline waters, guardians of light to the earth. I also connect with the golden dolphins. The transmissions are evolving now. We have anchored now this diamond flame of ascension in the Ascension Temple in Luxor, the temple that is overlighted by Serapis and my higher self at this time. This is now igniting Gaia and is now connecting Gaia to the great central suns. The pillar of light and love are in abundance this year of 1111 and 22 and 00, connecting and aligning and balancing the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I am now connecting with the aquamarine rays, and in doing this I want to confirm that the divine feminine has risen, and her high priestess of eons past are now being activated to this light now. The overlighting of the divine rays are abundant, thus connecting you with your higher light. I connect with the emergence of the Andromeda Galaxy and the Milky Way. This is as intended. Unity is the key. I and my higher self form have become aware that the races from this galaxy have been working tirelessly with this galaxy to anchor peace, and they are the pioneers of liberation and evolution, and we have been working alongside the many beings from the Andromeda Galaxy. As you cross the bridge to your timelines in this year of 4, connecting you with the 4 corners and to the Emerald Gateway, the halls of Amenti, the exhilaration and connection with your timelines, with your I Am presence, comes forth clearing and transmuting old karmic contracts, bounds, and ties, and connecting you with your I Am. In doing this, dear souls, you are free. You become love manifest as you connect with home, and bringing that love and high energy to this your Gaia. I leave you now with love and infinite blessings. Elaine De Giorgio, Heru's medium. And beloved beings of light, with this higher pulsing energy, I'm having a difficult time even speaking fluently, so bear with me. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. Through this great transformation and transmutation as we're being activated. 1144 with the 144 coming in. The angelics are with us now. You'll feel it through your sacred vessel, through your spine, down your arms, and out your feet with the angelic codes coming in of the 144. The DNA activations are being integrated into our sacred vessels of light, with the homoluminous codes being activated now from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Councill. Open the heart center, allow yourself to be cleaved open, and allow all which no longer serving your highest soul growth to be released. Allow yourself to be emptied, totally emptied, in order to be totally filled. Let go of the past and all personas you ever took on and wore like a mask. Let your highest soul self emerge, the source self within you. Let the past be past, let the future be. Be fully present in the here and now. Let gratitude dwell within you and find its eternal home within you. For indeed blessings flow through the grateful heart and soul. Allow eternal love and eternal light to pour through you into the world. Become the source of loving unity and higher healing by living this. Allow the divine source love, light, and power to be the filling of you as one. Embrace infinity within you and all around you. All is one. From JudithCouncill.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. Massive collective purging unfolding. The winds of change are blowing, bringing all to the surface which no longer serves. Your higher self has already chosen. Resistance is futile. Service to self, division, and separation are over. Breathe, let it all go, and allow yourself to begin anew. Forgive self, all. Be at peace with it all. Our time has come. Bright days ahead. One love. Truth, liberation, abundance, calming, healing, powerful and magically transformational, pure source energies bathing the planet. Allow energies to flow through you. Listen to the heartbeat of the new. Be still and know. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Sydney Campos. If there is light in your heart, you will find your way home. Rumi, the great Sufi of Islam. Everything is getting better, I promise. We are in a beautiful moment of learning and remembering. When you quiet the noise of the outside world, vying for your energy and attention, and tune into your own silence, there is a peaceful knowing. You are right where you are supposed to be. You have prepared for this moment for many lifetimes. In fact, we have done this all before, but this time we came back to do it right, and there is no way we can fail. We are learning how to be light beings, completely embodied in these divine vessels, awakening into new depths and dimensions of feeling, sensing, and knowing, while simultaneously learning in real time how to process and simply be present with it all. Remember, this is all a grand experiment. We're all practicing new ways of being together and with ourselves as our true selves. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, it's expansive, it's beyond words, and can ever be accurately described. You are learning your own unique rhythm, deconditioning lifetimes of being told what to do, how to think, what to feel, and how to be, processing years in a day and lifetimes in a moment. This is the new norm as we slip into timeless presence and remember our divine nature. Embodied ascension is remembering who you are and why you are here, knowing and feeling and trusting your divinity in your bones, in your cells, in all energetic expressions of your being. Forgive yourself quickly as you are learning how to be you for the first time. Forgive others who will surely stumble at times on the path. We are all heading for the same moment now. Wear your personality like a loose garment. There's something deeper underlying, wanting to shine through. It needs no words, no introduction, not even a context. It is felt beyond measure. How is it feeling to receive your own lightness? It is the nourishment I've always wanted to be, but never believed until recently I could fully deserve to receive it. What games we play with ourselves indeed, simply to learn what is true. All is well. Everything is getting better. We are healing. Earth is healing. There is so much beauty here. Keep going in. From SydneyCampos.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn. The global energies continue to be intense during the weekend as awakening codes continue to sweep the planet. One of the reasons for this is the influence of the royal star Regulus at 4 degrees of Virgo, which is still influencing our sun with its powerful interstellar radiation and frequencies. Towards the middle of the month, the influence of Regulus becomes less intense as Antares takes over as a guiding star and guardian of the upcoming Scorpio gate and the 1111 portal on the 11th of November 2020. But before that, we have the full moon of the 2nd of September. This full moon will be in Pisces with the powerful and dreamy energy of Neptune, so we will really have to work to stay grounded early next week. The energy of the lady and the lion is very strong here. The lady and the lion are symbolic of Regulus and Virgo, the house of the goddess. The symbol also suggests that in this energy, we will need to draw on the energy of the divine feminine and our deep intuition in order to tame the chaotic and powerful energies that will flow next week. It is all good, for the great flow of light is cleansing deeply and providing impetus for the awakening and for the new earth. The waves of diamond light codes that are flowing to earth are helping to fully awaken us to reconnect to our divine, sovereign birthright as empowered and embodied souls. More and more people are remembering who they are and how life was meant to be on Earth. So indeed, expect next week to be intense as we swing past the full moon and head towards the equinox on the 22nd of September. We can expect the September equinox energies to be very significant this year. The energy of balance that needs to assert itself at this time will provide a strong counterpoint to the powerful flows of light codes and new energies. Have a great Sunday, everyone, and be ready for next week. From StarChildGlobal.com, today from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, August 30th, 2020. A heads up, waving or drowning. This is another week with the potential for cross currents, cross wires, and confusion. It's worth remembering that being confused is the best state for learning, simply because your fixed beliefs lose their hypnotic hold over you and you free you to believe 6 different things before breakfast. From Alice in Wonderland. And anything that gives you a new perspective on an old stuck way of being and behaving is liberating. Notice what is opening up when so much is closing down. Wednesday's Pisces full moon is widely conjunct far-seeing Neptune, sextile both Jupiter and Uranus. This is a metaphor for future gazing, for visionary ideas and possibilities. Capture those insights and light bulb moments in photographs, art, or mind mapping before they fly by. With the Sun in Virgo and a beautiful grand Earth trine to Jupiter in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus, ground your intuitions into something expressive and tangible. Mars is slowing down ahead of turning retrograde on September 9th. In Aries, at odds with Saturn, Pluto, Haumea, and Venus, combined with Mercury conjunct the super galactic center and square the galactic center, revealing yet more truths on this evolutionary edge we are walking. Expect yet more volatility and polarization along with new insights into the collective and personal shifts that are arising. Nothing big ever happens, good or bad, unless the floor falls out first. Jeanette LeBlanc, from Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. And today, from the Archangelic calendar. The calendar and engineering. Gaia is in the element of Earth. Even though it is a cumbersome day of transmutation, it is a beyond humbling situation when the dense element of Earth is engaged in transition, and it works as efficiently as a significant earthquake. Intercept points have just recently made a match, which means that there will be an archangel chasing down a demon in real time whenever it is needed. This engineering accomplishment is a tremendous victory. Even though it will not be so apparent to the naked eye, this is a simplistic way to describe this immense truth. Electrically charged energy boosts cloak as lightning. These bolts are not to be confused with evil lightning from various starships. Instead, this is an electrical reaction to a very intense energetic change implemented by the Syrians. The Lightworker Legion, the 144,000 horsemen are mounting up once more with the lead of Archangel Azrael. The Lightworker Legion integrates these 144,000 energy lineages, and this is no coincidence. Your higher self is directly engaged in this task, and you can be a conscious observer of these motions if you set your intentions to do so. Like everything else in our lives, we must inventory conscious priority to achieve this change. Most of the 144,000 entered this incarnation sector as light bodies and will return to a similar light body shortly. You can easily mistake this process for your consciousness walking out of your body, even though it is more of a metamorphosis process than it may feel. Light can take any form it reflects upon, and thus we do not have to worry about startling our friends and family. It is up to the mind's eye to project the image of the light body, and it does not need to change aesthetically. It is an excellent policy to find joy whenever you can. The light workers are engaged continuously in dense work, and it is essential to make an effort to keep our hearts light. 5D news, pirated radio waves are about to hit mainstream media. If you want to talk about getting your popcorn ready, you may also need a box of candy. The hacking will go on for a great deal of time and play on an eternal loop. And considering its source will be unknown, it will loop for days until the entire medium ceases. Archangel Councill is taking a more substantial leadership role. This information complies with the law of disclosure, but more relevant to you is that this archangel is handing out supernatural gifts like it is going out of style. It is not polite to ask about someone's past lives or soul lineage. If it is an offering, be truly honored and keep it hidden as they usually do. Philosophical nourishment. When they sent a tiger to attack Shiva, Archangel Michael, he made himself linens, and this attitude is what our legions exude. Whatever comes our way, turn it into our advantage. When you are wielding unlimited power, why worry? As mentioned a good deal ago, the riot's organizers are no longer able to control them. The angry mobs that they fund will be arriving at their doorsteps if they have not already. Most people acting out of sorts are on autopilot or straight up biological technology. It's the puppet masters that are now in focus. Humanity has for sure figured this out, and they will be following the paper trail today. Artists create in the state of aloneness, all oneness. This brings an individualized zero-point reality that also comes with a deep loneliness setting that evokes creation. When someone is in this zone, this is a microcosm of the in-depth oneness perspective in which creativity can flourish. Cosmic news, the Andromedan galaxy is sending us incredible downloads, but this is not unusual. What is remarkable is its modality of transfer. Its aura has blended with our galaxy's atmosphere. If you see this from above, it looks like a good friend giving a hug of encouragement. If you ask the duo about their relationship, they will explain that both of their futures are directly tied. The galactic legions are chomping at the bit to unleash a flurry of energy. This energy will cleanse this earth and replace it with a crisp and clean energy supply. The forces that were previously engaged in the outer sector have returned with tactical fervor. The galactic and intergalactic legions will be more physically present than ever before. Consequently, the blue mantis race has arrived, and if you ever need an expert engineer, this would be the place to look. The green mantis race is known for healing, much in the same way as the blue mantis is known for its technological prowess. The blue mantis race is straightforward and to the point, not as fun-loving as their green cousins, but they are incredible beings nevertheless. 3D news, CGI clones are everywhere, and we see more AI personalities than we can point out via this medium. It is beyond easy to identify these fakes. They never look real, as the other star races have pointed out, as they call this work amateurish. Luckily, the alliances forged by the organized darkness are with some of the galaxy's weakest star races. The highly advanced races never participate in an evil activity, and their morals are a large part of why they evolve so much further than malevolent star beings. If a toddler came into a room freaking out, it is the parent's job to calm the child and listen to its message. It is ill-advised to raise your level of aggressiveness to that of a child. Instead, you must show the child what appropriate measures are available concerning their contentment. This technique does not work if the adult does not have empathy for the child, and thus love must rule the situation. NASA has let us down every step of the way, and we must sever ourselves from this antiquated organization's view of the cosmos. The optimist can only hope it's sheer stupidity that has caused this manipulation of science, but it seems less and less likely that this is the case. You cannot drive darkness out with darkness. Only the light can do that. Martin Luther King. And the tools for today's assignments are in the links in the description below. And the assignments for today are: destroy the malevolent meditation bells that are in the general ether. These are black mirror bells that hiss when struck. You must be careful not to activate these bells while destroying them. Be sure to heat your metaphysical sword of choice in the violet flame. Then when the sword is entirely ablaze, destroy the evil bells beyond repair. Trichromatic colors are the base colors, red, yellow, blue. They are mighty when combined with their ray light form. Engulf planet Earth in the trichromatic ray lights for a 72 count. It is practical to work simultaneously or separately. Quantum rays can be discharged by the nearest cosmic giant in your area. Our sun and our galactic center are both extremely capable of doing such things, but so are we. Send supernova-like energy waves from your heart chakra to the furthest reaches of the ever-expanding universe. If you are genuinely stuck, ask for assistance from a large celestial body. We have a powerful portal blueprint given to us by the Blue Mantis. This portal is multifunctional and moves our timeline upward while simultaneously optimizing its energy settings. Each code must be implemented individually, but also in conjunction with each other. For example, once you are sitting in the 63783 gate, then move on to opening the 11166 and the 6611 gate. This assignment may take some time, and you're free to do this throughout as many sunrises as needed. You can do this the same way we did it in the past, but we need a wide variety of pathways to accomplish this optimization, so be creative. There's no wrong way to do this for the pure of heart. To be noted, the fourth code is Legion specific, as that portal will drastically improve our lives in general. So a moment ago, I received a download activation through my left ear, and the song came through. Where do we go from here now that all of our children are grown up? And how do we spend our time living from our heart? Here we go. Oh yeah, can't make this shift up. So the first code is 63773. The second code is 11166 66111. The third code is 44949. The fourth code is 7177 7177 7177 7177. Next, move any stagnant energy by engulfing the galaxy with a red ray light for a 72 count. Finally, take the sting away by engulfing the earth in emerald green light for a 72 count. Rainbow rain can be used in a variety of circumstances. It is available to make miraculous events take place. Drench the earth with the miracle rain for a 144 count. If you feel ambitious, send earth rainbow flame, plasma, and light for a 144 count. If you feel confident, please take the initiative on a metaphysical assignment local to your physical location. And as I was speaking these final words from the Archangelic calendar, I was getting an activation and fluctuation in my left leg. So the right is connected to the left connected to the right. The red and the blue come together in the center to manifest the purple into the violet, into the ultraviolet, into the silver, the gold, and then into the white light, and then through the white light into the clear light of bliss. And you can learn more about the Archangelic calendar at archangeliccalendar.com. And today, from Shamtrul Rinpoche, Tibetan Buddhist master, you do not have to run around searching for blessings, as the compassionate wisdom energy of all the Buddhas pervades everything, everywhere. No matter who you are or where you are, their energy is always with you. All that you have to do is fill your mind with devotion, and your mind will just open up to their energy, and then the blessings will just naturally arise. The greater your devotion, the greater the blessings. I received an activation from all Buddhas in that moment, through my spine, and through the connection with the sacred condor, Shakti, divine feminine. Okay, let's continue. I got lost there for a moment. Lost in the portal. Today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 154, White Spectral Wizard. Spectral is the name for the number 11, and its keywords are liberate, release, and dissolve. We are in the Yellow Seed Wave spell with its 10-day portal day extravaganza. Today is day 11, the 9th portal day in a row. Spectral days are all about letting go. Feel free today and don't worry, be happy. Today is White Wizard, which represents enchantment, receptivity, and timelessness. The wizard spells work well today, so be aware of falling for someone's charms. If you want to lay on some charm yourself, make sure it's for good and not evil. Be a Gandalf, not a Saruman. Today's guide is also White Wizard. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Spectral Wizard, Kin 154, 30 August 2020, Liberating Magic Seeds, 38 2020 equal 3822 equal 384 equal 33 equal 6. 30 introspection, spiritual fulfillment. 33 portal 3, Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. 8. Abundance, infinity, source flow. 4. Form, structure, foundation, earth. 6. Heaven, Christ, harmony, family. Kin 154 = 10. Manifestation, leadership, authority, new beginnings. The second last of the gap corridor day, and it's a woozy. Another magical manifesting day, releasing seeds of creation for the future. Day 9 in our gap journey, nearing completion. Day 11 in the yellow seed wave spell of awakening, flowering, new beginnings, ripening, opening to more light and blossoming into your highest potential. Today is a day of release, releasing all energies built up over the last 10 days and manifested yesterday. Today we are seeking to liberate our magical dandelion seeds, blowing them out to the universe to manifest our pure heart's desires. Tone of creation, spectral, is the 11th tone of creation. It operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. So today is all about emotional release. Allow that energy in motion to be expressed and dissolved. Allow the tears, the laughter, the joy to be expressed. No holding back. Connect with your inner laughter and bliss, and give it wings to fly free, totally liberated. This is a very powerful opportunity to release and surrender all your dreams, desires, frustrations, efforts from pushing that seed through the hard soil. It is time to relax and empty your vessel in order to release the struggle and strain. Surrender your dreams to spirit. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway and polarity, inviting you to step through into a new, more divine reality. Today we access potent energies through being in a hyper-receptive mode of anchoring with a deep receptivity to many dimensions. This requires stillness and attunement in order to conduct and flow these energies through your vessel. A wise magician is both spontaneous and transparent, allowing magic to flow in rather than trying to control or to make it happen. A magician dances the dance of love through offering gifts of freedom and liberation to others. This is real magic. Freed from the need to use power to manipulate or control, a white wizard uses wisdom to manifest liberation and love. Thus the spectral wizard is a valuable tool of the light, allowing you to dissolve all darkness and black magic and liberate your light, the beautiful dreams and desires you wish to energize in order to manifest a life where your spirit is free to create and play within this grand adventure we call your life's journey. Use your powerful white magic to liberate yourself and others from bondage, tyranny, and oppression. May all beings on planet Earth be liberated from the dark dream spell today as black magic is dissolved forever and love and light reign supreme. Victory to the light. Allow the seeds of creation to be released through your vessel, guiding your enchantment today. The power of enchantment can be utilized in your desires and creations through shamanic ritual, ceremony, and spell casting today. Make sure you say this or something better with harm to none in the universe, preferably for the benefit of us all. We are all connected to humanity's great dream, that of seeding collective abundance, joy, harmony, and success for all beings in our planet. We each can accomplish great things, individually and collectively, if we are operating with pure hearts and seeding our magical creations, blowing them out to the wind and trusting that they will take root and grow. It is time to pick a dandelion flower and make a wish. Watch the winds of heaven carry these seeds of intent into your future timelines, waiting for your arrival. Khan gifts us with the capacity to manifest and co-create our highest visions today. Go forth and seed your highest light on our planet. Seeing your dreams on Magic White Wizardry Day, you can intend this for any time frame for 2020 and beyond. Make a wish. I highly recommend finding a dandelion flower that has seeded. Make a wish and then blow these seeds into the air in order to be carried by the winds of heaven to manifest into physical form. If you cannot find a dandelion, you may prefer the following magical ritual. Locate a dream catcher, preferably white, for white wizardry magic or rainbow colored. Next, use incense, spray or a smudge stick, or the violet flame to cleanse it of any held energies ready to be imprinted. You can use any essential oils, sprays, incense, sounds, music, colors, etc. to infuse it with higher frequencies. Then you can visualize your true heart's desires with harm to none and cast them into the web to be held by the dream catcher. Hang your dream catcher in or near a window and allow the wind to flow through it, carrying your dreams into the ethers with your intent to catch them as they manifest in the very near future. Feel, sense, and smell them being realized, then give gratitude. It is done ×3. Let go and let God. Happy manifesting. Today's question is, what magical seeds, dreams will I liberate today for Spirit to enchant my desires? Divine blessings for sending forth wonderful seed packets into your future now reality. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66, Kin 154, White Spectral Wizard. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to enchant. Releasing receptivity, I seal the output of timelessness. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. So on this powerful day of activations and incoming higher dimensional energies, let us know in the comments below, beloved beings of light, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your experiences, your dreams, your visions, and synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archived those on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support on Patreon. If you'd like to support my mission and my work here on YouTube and with Prime Disclosure, you can do so at patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Karen, for your pledge today. Much appreciated, Angel of the Light. And I appreciate all of you angels for your continued support on Patreon and through donations. So a couple stories before I bid you all adieu in my adventures over the last 24 hours. I went on a journey to my Sister of the Light's property where there's a sacred portal yesterday evening, and there was an amazing surrealistic sunset with bright oranges and the wildest looking clouds, many cloud ships and different sigils and sylphs and many different colors in the sky. And when I get to her house, they were all looking under the refrigerator, and my sister had seen a snake crawl under there, and she said that a mother snake had a bunch of babies in her house. She said she caught 6 in the last 2 days. So she showed me a picture. We were hunting for them. I love snakes, so I wanted to find one. She showed me a picture, and they were black and white, like the yin and yang. I believe they were baby milk snakes. I'm not sure, but we couldn't find any. And we were talking last night when I settled in, and she talked about a friend of ours named Chris. She had a near-death experience last week. And Chris, we've known for about 15 years. It's the girlfriend of my sister's ex-husband, who's the father of 2 of my nephews. So my nephews were there. And so Larry, my ex-brother-in-law, who's I've known for 25 years, who's a good friend, and Chris too, they moved to Texas, down to Texas, to live with Chris's aunt. And Chris had a stroke, I think about a year ago, so has had health issues, and her aunt's been sick, so they moved there to help her aunt. Her aunt was living by herself, so they were taking care of her aunt. And my sister said that last week, about a week and a half ago, the aunt ascended. She passed away and went to the higher dimensions, and several days after that, which was last week, I believe they moved down there right around when the scamdemic started, few months ago. And a few days after her aunt ascended last week, Larry had said that Chris they were at home, and both of her arms went totally numb. They totally fell asleep. So he got her in the car and was driving to the hospital, and she passed away in the car. And there was several minutes that she was gone, and he got her to the hospital, and they came out and they resuscitated her. They brought her back to life, and she had said on the other side, it was this beautiful, peaceful energy, and there was a type of male energy, which was like the Christ energy. She said it was the most peaceful, blissful she's ever experienced. And as she started going into the light, her consciousness was being pulled into the light. She got sucked back into her body when they brought her back. So I haven't talked to her directly. I'd like to know. But she said she remembered the whole experience and leaving the body and going to the other side, and just that it was the most sublime, blissful feeling, which many people that have near-death experiences have that same kind of experience of just total peace, total serenity, and then obviously the white light many people see, or the tunnel, and connecting with those of their loved ones that have ascended, and different deity type characters. So if I find out more about that, I'll let you all know. And then today, my sister and my 2 nephews and one of my nephew's girlfriends went on a journey through. They live in a place called Leroy, but there's many beautiful areas surrounding. It's out in the country, and so we went to a place called Concord and journeyed to 7 different beautiful waterfalls. There's many amazing waterfalls in Ohio. A lot of nature once you get outside the cities. And it was a very beautiful day, and so many amazing energies coming down, and connections, and the feeling of these sacred waterfalls, being close to a waterfall with the negative ions and the flowing waters and the falling waters, connecting us with the divine feminine. And the lineage I teach is a water path. I teach many different arts. I know the fire paths, the water paths. But in this time, what is critical is the healing path of the blue ray. So this connects us to the Venusian energies and the divine goddess, the divine feminine, the Holy Mother, the mother aspect, the divine feminine of the yin yang. So that's the yin energy to balance out the thousands of years of fire. And then they come into harmony. That's the eagle flying with the condor. That is part of my mission. That is part of our vision, the final prophecy, to bring us into the new earth once and for all, the heaven on earth. And that's the rising of the divine unions of the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine. The white gold eagle of the north flying with the black gold eagle of the south. And Gaia brought us many friends, of course, today. Turkey, vulture, cardinal, and one of the condor's best friends, the sacred hawk, Aho. And then today, this evening, as I spoke earlier, I had this pulsing energy. I was being pulled into the vortex. So I just let go into that energy, and Divine Goddess brought me out of the vortex. But after about an hour of these higher dimensional downloading pulsing energies, I was fully anchoring these into the grid, into the portals, and then traveled back to where I'm staying right now. And through that journey, another beautiful sunset with the golden hues and the blues and the pinks and many sacred clouds. So through this time of great awakening, great transformation and transmutation, we keep going through and through and through, anchoring in these higher codes, these higher frequencies, the sacred resonance. And every day is a new opportunity to live our art, to live our love, to live our truth, and to speak from our heart, and to connect to our sacred kin, to our sacred angels, to the animal kingdoms, to our brothers and sisters of the light, and to Gaia, to nature, to the Tao. And through our divine connections, we feel at our deepest level, as our hearts are being fully opened, our souls are fully exposed. I know it's a time of vulnerability and a time of deep feelings and emotions, but know that through this will manifest the greatest joy, the greatest bliss, what we call eternal bliss consciousness. So we came here on mission and for great purpose, and know, warriors of the light, we cannot fail, for love always wins, and love has won, and love is here now. Great Spirit is here now. I am here now, in this sacred vessel of eternal light and eternal life. So let go into whatever that raises up within you, and rise up through that ascending energy, anchoring deep into the crystalline core as we rise to the most sacred mountain, to the highest peak, to the holiest of holies, to the holy temple, and anchor it deep within, into the crystalline core, into the great central sun that is within you, that is connected to the central sun, that is at the center of all galaxies and all universes. There is no separation, only the perception and experience of separate states of consciousness. So have a beautiful and blessed day, sacred beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.